everybody. Welcome from downtown Copenhagen here in Denmark, where we're in beautiful locations together with a company called NextTier, which is a Danish IT company. Welcome, Henrik and Kuram. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Could you please introduce yourself and also your company, what you guys do?
Yeah, of course. A little bit about myself. I'm a software engineer, studied in Denmark, and kind of got into software companies here, part of large Danish corporations, mobile applications, and backend systems. And that's basically a very short, brief introduction on me.
Yeah.
Well, I've been entrepreneur for the last 23 years or something like that, and been developing different companies and tech companies. Then 5-6 years ago, Kuram and we met on a project and been developing companies ever since.
Basically, the idea of NextTier started back in COVID-19, where I was in Pakistan, and I kind of spent 6 months there and got to know the community and the companies that were already in the business of IT, and kind of got involved in the local community around Islamabad, and got to talk to many developers in that region. And one thing I realized as I was also working in a Danish company from Pakistan at COVID-19 times, that the possibilities of remote work and working online in a collaborative manner actually went really good. It was a lot of kind of learning experience, also kind of fine-tuning some things with the people I were working with. And that kind of brought the idea for me to start a company in Pakistan. And instantly, when I kind of look into some of the companies and people working there, they were limited in actually quality equipment, good projects, where they could actually learn something and also grow as a very young community of developers. So yeah, that's where I kind of tuned in and talked to Henrik, and we started brainstorming some things, and it actually led to the creation of NextTier.
Yeah, well, I would say one of the good things that we talked about in the beginning about how should we establish the correct setup, and that was to have an entity here in Copenhagen, but also create the entity in Pakistan to make sure that we could bridge the cultures, bridge the knowledge, and we have been spending a lot of time on developing the understanding of and getting the best out of both cultures and countries. And I went to Islamabad for about a year ago, and I've been having partners in a lot of other countries in that region. But it was actually the first time where I really felt that you could have this communication level. You have a common understanding about what is quality, how do we achieve our goals, and it was extremely inspiring for me to to figure out that NextTier really could become this. We are one of the first companies who's actually both spend a lot of time, spend a lot of money, spend a lot of effort in creating entities in both countries, and I think that is a very important thing when you would like to get these two countries closer together in the understanding. So I would say that that's one of the largest beneficial things that we have discovered, and I think that our progress has been on a fast track due to the investment in time to bridging the two cultures.
Now you have worked with the developers from Pakistan. What do you believe that they actually can improve when going forward, when they work with Danish customers and Danish clients? Are there things you believe that the Pakistani IT developers could actually improve?
I would say that I think the improvements should always rely on both sides. We've kind of built a team here with different skills, and we also did that in Pakistan. And the framework for our has been from the beginning, like to focus on how to actually improve this collaboration, and obviously to fine tune the resources we have here in Copenhagen office, but also in Pakistan. And that has for us kind of been a very significantly positive journey. We have a lot of young talent in Pakistan. Obviously, there needs to be done some work in terms of like communication, in terms of the actual competencies involved in different tech stacks. And we've kind of provided a framework where we also do bring support, and we kind of also believe that we are all equal and we can kind of raise the voice. We don't understand, have a very open, flat culture in which we kind of promote each team member to have the ability to say their opinions, speak loud. And that is, I think, the fundamental thing in building something in that kind of region, and also having something Danish. So there's a cultural bridge we have been working on, and I think that is a very important thing.
You should come with some recommendations for how Pakistani IT companies should address Danish companies. I think that one of the most important thing is that they are totally open-minded to this and accepting this flat structure. When they meet Danish companies, they prefer that you are open-minded, you speak your voice, and you stand your ground. If you feel that a solution that you think is the correct in order to get the best goal, because Pakistani people also have to understand that in Denmark we are brought up working a lot in groups, so we are first and most focused on getting to the goal, but in commonship, or I don't know whether it's the right word, but in everybody works together to achieve the best goal. The only way you do that is by giving your opinion, and it will be accepted. So I think that's one of the most important advice I can give to Pakistani companies when they meet Danish companies. That is actually they have to be open-minded. They have to speak out their opinion in order to get this the best goal achieved.
So flat organization structure.
Yes.
Ownership of the solution, exactly. By focusing on the process, not so much the result, but being in the team and the process and taking ownership of the product that we are making, yes. And understanding culture.
Yes.
If we look at the Danish customers we have here in Denmark, Danish companies, if they would like to, reach out to Pakistani IT developers and work together with them, what do you believe that the Danish companies should keep in mind, or it would be really good for them to know before they engage with the Pakistani IT developers?
Well, I think it's important that Danish companies, they do bring their flat structure, they do address that flat structure, they do encourage the Pakistani people to be open-minded. But I think the Danish people, the Danish companies, they have to be very precise that the wishes are, we need the flat structure, we need you to be open, and then they have to spend time on, and I think it's very important that you have to go to Pakistan to meet people eye to eye and get the same experience that we have. One thing that I felt, which was a great relief, that's the humor part. The humor part is very important for some reason. Culture and humor is a funny mix.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that I liked a lot about and made me feel comfortable being in Pakistan, because it's like in many other countries in that region, they don't have the same humor access as we have. That was a beautiful bridge as well, and make me feel like more at home.
We also believe that the Danish side, in terms of the IT, Denmark is a very well-developed country and has great technical institutes that produce some of the best talents in the world. So we can actually also provide that to some people that are not have the same kind of technical institutes or facilities, but they do want to learn. So in that regard, I believe active collaboration in terms of development, also not only on a stakeholder level, will also increase productivity in the end.
Okay. Thank you very much, Khurram and Henrik, for being with us here today and sharing your knowledge and insights and experience with Pakistan and collaborating with Pakistan IT developers. Well, that's all from us here today from Copenhagen, everybody, and have a nice day.